Rabbi Nachman teaches us that in life, there are many people who think that happiness is receiving. Imagine if every one of my friends, every member of my family would bring me a gift, a present. I'd be the happiest person in the world. And if they could do it every day, I'd be even happier. And if they do it twice a day, it'd be even still better. When in reality, a person lives a little bit longer and they mature, they come to realize that as pleasant and enjoyable as it is to receive a gift, it doesn't compare in any way to the joy of giving. Being able to give a gift, to be able to help another human being. A person who has had the privilege of doing this and understanding it properly knows that it's one of the most fulfilling things in life when a person has an opportunity to give something, especially if it's something meaningful, to a friend, to a wife, to a husband, to a child. Rabbi Nachman tells us one of the most precious, meaningful, and in some cases life-saving gifts that a person can give to another person is a smile, a genuine smile. Rabbi Nachman tells us that there are people who are walking around with incredible, awesome problems and suffering, and they have nobody to tell it to. There's nobody they can share their problem with. They wish they would be able to share it with somebody, but they don't really have somebody that they feel comfortable opening up the innermost feelings of their heart and pouring out their problems, their deep, deep suffering. And these people are walking around carrying this heavy, heavy baggage. And when a person comes towards them with a genuine smile, a real smile, and especially if they add, "How are you? I haven't seen you in such a long time. I'm so happy to see you. I've been meaning to call you. I'm so sorry. It's so great to see that you're alive. How are you doing? What's going on in your life?" That this can actually bring that person to life. It can inject new life into that person and sometimes save that person from actually putting an end to their lives. We know that unfortunately, there are many cases of people who chose to terminate their lives, to commit suicide, because of the fact that they felt that there's no one that cares, there's no one that has an interest in me, no one will miss me if I die, and why should I be living? Why should I be walking around with all of this pain and suffering if I can put an end to it? And Rabbeinu Zal tells us, for a person to actually give the gift of life to another person, to save them from terminating their lives, or to make them feel that there is a purpose to my living. Somebody is thinking about me. Someone is happy to see me. That this is something really, really extraordinary great. This is one of the highest forms of charity that a person can execute in this world. And we find actually in the Gemara, in the Talmud, in Masechet Tanis, page 22, the Gemara says that one of the great rabbis met the prophet Eliyahu Hanavi. And he asked him, "Can you point out in the marketplace here, there are people hustling and bustling and going and coming. Can you tell me which people here are deserving of paradise? Which people here are going to Gan Eden?" And the Gemara says that Eliyahu Hanavi pointed to two people who seemed as ordinary as any person could possibly be. And the Gemara refers to them as Hani Trei Badchi, two comedians, two jokers, who whenever they would meet a person who didn't appear to be genuinely happy, they were able to turn that person on with their smile, with a joke. They had the ability to inject new life into the person. And the Gemara praises these as rare examples of people who earned eternal paradise just for this alone, for their life-saving technique of sharing a sweet, genuine smile and words of laughter and happiness with another human being.